Hello, everyone, and welcome to class. My name is Carissa, and I'm your teacher for this hour. It's time for us to get our lesson started. We've got an interesting lesson, and this is going to be a discussion class, so we're going to talk a lot about healthy habits. All right, so when you're ready, please come on into the Hangout and join me. All right, so let's see. It looks like I have... Okay, so your name says Innocent. How are you? Okay. All right. Okay, so I see that I've got one student in class. How are you doing today?
Hey Grace, I'm fine, I guess. Um, what about you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I won't complain. So, so tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your name, and tell me a little bit more about yourself.
About my name. My name is Ahmed Halmi. I'm Egypt. Yes, Cairo specifically. I live I live in Cairo, and I work as digital marketing promoter. Uh, I've been working in this field for 6 years now, and um, graduated from the Faculty of Language and Translation, um, simultaneous English interpretation. Um, what else? Uh, Now I'm working guy, and I'm spending my holiday on this website.
Okay, so you're taking lots of classes then.
No, just this is like my third classes. This is my third one.
Your third class today?
Yes. Not today. I
Ah.
took one yesterday night. A friend of mine just told me about this website, and I wanted to give it a try. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's amazing. Yeah. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. Well, great to have you here in class, Ahmed.
Thank
Um, yeah, so yeah, I'm just listening to you talk and listening to your English. You're doing very well. Well, we're going to start our topic in just a moment, and I'm looking forward to your participation.
All right. I'm looking forward to it as well.
Okay, good, good. All right, very
Thanks.
good. You're welcome. All right, and we have Claudio. Hello, Claudio. Welcome to class. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. And you, teacher?
I'm doing pretty good today, Claudio. Thanks so much for asking.
I I didn't see you on Verbling this day.
No, this is I just have one class today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used in the past I've had as many as 5 classes on Mondays, but
Can you
yeah,
hear
today
me?
I just have
Okay.
one. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I hear the delay.
I had
Yeah.
a problem connection.
Oh, okay. No problem. No problem. Okay, very good. Well, Claudio, I'm not sure if you've been in class with Ahmed before. Maybe you can introduce yourself to him.
Yes, I come from Italy. I am 24, and I'm here for improve my English, and I'm waiting for start this lesson, and yeah, that's all.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, thanks for sharing a little bit about yourself, Claudio. It's great to have you back in class.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Let's welcome Igor. Hello, Igor. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, thank you.
Glad to hear
Um, yeah, yeah. It's nice to see a picture of you with your cat.
that.
Yeah, I have 2, and I actually just got back to Costa Rica, so I get to spend lots of time with my 2 as well.
Do they
Yeah.
appreciate your time?
Yeah, they definitely do. Goodness, I miss them a lot, and they missed me. They haven't really left my side since I've been back, so.
Well, I feel like my cat is just using me as a feeder. When he really needs me to feed him, then he becomes, really great, and he tries
Uh-huh.
he tries to get petted or something like that. But when he's not hungry, he just uh, lays lays there on the sofa on the couch and doesn't even come to me.
Oh. You have to teach him better than that.
Well, he's pretty old. There is nothing I
Oh,
can teach him.
well, that explains it. Okay, very good. Well, it's great to chat with everybody before we get started. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so it looks like we lost Roberto and Luigi, so maybe they'll come back in just a bit. All right, well, as you could see today, reading our class description, we're going to talk about healthy habits. All right, now just to get us warmed up and started, I want to ask you to think about the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of healthy habits. Okay, just the very first thing that you can think of. Feel free to type it in the chat box, or you can go ahead and use the microphone to tell me.
L- Less meat,
Mhm.
more fruit.
Okay, good. So I'm going to type that here. So I'm going to say less meat, more fruit. That was Igor, yes? Okay, so less meat, more fruit.
Don't stay
Okay.
up. Don't stay up late at night, as I do.
Okay, so I'm going to put that here so don't stay up late at night. All right, very good. Now I'm going to check in with your classmates, all right? Let's see. Ahmed, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say healthy habits?
A lot of things. I think it's all about balance, like sleeping regular hours, making exercise every day, eat healthy, eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits. Just stay away from the processed food, and yeah, there's a lot of activities that might keep you healthy. So I'll just mention some.
Good,
Give
good.
a
So I got
chance
a
to the
few of.
rest again.
Yeah, good, good. I got some of those things in the chat box. Excellent. All right, very good. And let's see. Let's ask Claudio. Claudio, what comes to your mind?
I think my classmates have said everything about healthy habits. And the first thing that was coming in my mind was sports.
Sports?
Sports, yes.
Okay, so give me an example. What sports came to your mind?
Um, uh, Go to the gym, box, soccer, run, and all these things.
Okay, very good. Nice. Thank you very much. All right, and let's see. Let's see what Roberto has to tell us. Hello, Roberto. How are you today? Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Roberto. That's Luigi. Excuse me, Luigi. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm fine, Carissa. I'm
Good.
good.
Good. All right, so Luigi, what comes to your mind when I say healthy habits? What do you think of right away?
I think about eating low carb foods, less sugar, practice exercises, maybe sleep well, take calm, have a healthy living, practicing
Okay.
exercises. Okay.
Did I get it there? Okay, good. Yeah, great, great. So we've got some really good things here in the chat box, and we've got some really good vocabulary here. All right, I'm going to focus on just a couple of things before we continue. All right, a couple of you mentioned exercise. Okay, now I want to mention something to you about exercise. Okay, um, first let me ask you a question. Okay, exercise. Okay, is exercise Is it a noun or is it a verb? What do you think? Exercise, is it a noun or a verb?
A noun.
Exercise is a verb. Exercising is a noun.
Okay, good. So we got a few people that are saying nouns, and one person, Igor, you said it's a verb. All right, good. So we're going to talk about both of those. All right, before I do that, I just want to welcome Amaury to class. Hello, Amaury. How are you today?
I'm doing great, teacher. Thank you for asking you.
I'm good. Thanks for joining us, Amaury.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Okay, guys, so let's talk about exercise as a verb because it can be used as a verb. So here's your verb, to exercise. Okay, now let's practice conjugating it. Okay, so if I want to use the subject I
exercise.
Beautiful. I exercise. If I use the subject he or she?
Exercises.
Exercises. Very good. Excellent. I can also use it in the infinitive. How do I use it in the infinitive?
To exercise.
Yeah, so I could say I like
to exercise.
Ah, beautiful. All right. I like to exercise.
You can say I like exercising.
Oh, good. Excellent. So you can use it like as a gerund form, right? So I like exercising. Okay? All right. Let's try that. I'm going to ask a question, and I'd like you to tell me your answer. Okay? All right. Now, I want to also hear from others as well. So Igor is right there participating. So I need to hear Ahmed and Amaury, Claudio. Okay, so here's my question. When do you like to exercise? Okay, now I only want you to use exercise as a verb, not as a noun yet, as a verb. Okay? All right, so let me hear from Ahmed. Ahmed, when do you like to exercise? Oh, okay, looks like okay, Ahmed, are you back with us? Okay, I think there's a problem. Amaury, when do you like to exercise?
When? Oh my gosh, when do you like to exercise? I think, I don't know, teacher. To do something? I don't know.
Okay, let me give you some options. Okay? Do you like to exercise in the morning, in the afternoon, or at night?
Okay, I like to do exercise in the morning.
Okay. All right, so in the morning. All right, now remember, we're only using exercise as a verb. Okay, so let's take out do, because we don't want to do exercise. We just want to exercise, right? So let's try that again. I like to
exercise in the morning.
Good. In the morning. Excellent job. All right. All right. All right. Tell me a little bit more about that. What kind of exercise do you like to do?
Running with my dogs and play soccer in my company.
Okay, so I like to run with my dogs and play soccer with my
coworkers.
Coworkers. Beautiful. Excellent vocabulary there, Amaury. Good. Very good. All right. Beautiful job. All right. Let me hear from Claudio. Claudio, when do you like to exercise?
I like to exercise when I have free time on the morning, in the afternoon, then on the night. Depend about my work shift.
Ah, okay. Thank you, Claudio. All right. Now, Claudio, your sentence was good, but now I want to ask you, should I say on the morning? Or should I say in the morning? Which is correct?
In the morning.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me your sentence again. When do you like to exercise?
I like to exercise in the morning or in the afternoon or in the night when I have free time.
Very good. Now, so here it is. You can say in the morning, in the afternoon. Okay, but here's an exception. We say at night. There's an exception. Right, so there you change your preposition.
Okay.
Okay, very good, nice. All right, and okay, so tell me, Claudio, what kind of exercise do you like to do?
And go to the gym and sometime practice boxing with my friends.
Okay, I'm just typing, and sometimes practice boxing with my friends. Okay, good. Now that's not bad. All right, that's good. I like to go to the gym and sometimes. Okay, now since we're talking about what you like to do, I'm gonna challenge you, and I'm gonna just type an exception here. I'm gonna say I like to go to the gym,
Yes.
and sometimes I like to
I like to practice boxing.
I like to box.
I
Okay,
like to
so
box. Okay.
yeah, so there you can use box as a verb as well. Okay, you don't always have to say boxing. You
Okay.
can simply say I like to box.
I like
Okay, so I like to box with my friends. Okay, beautiful. Good job, Claudio. Okay, so just remember, in the morning, in the afternoon, and
at night.
beautiful, you got it, at night. Yep, excellent job, Claudio. Okay, good. So we've heard from Claudio and we've heard from Amaury. Let's hear from Igor.
Okay.
Okay, so when do you like to exercise?
Well, I think I like to exercise whenever I have time.
Okay.
And well, I don't do the usual exercise like going to a gym, but I like playing sport games. This is my kind of exercise. We have a habit of meeting up and meeting with my friends. Like I have a habit of meeting with my friends, and then we go to an ice arena and play hockey there.
Ah, okay. That sounds interesting. I think I would fall if I tried to ice skate. I can roller skate, but I've never tried ice skating.
Well, it's not that different really. The movement is the same, but the feeling is not the same though.
Okay. All right. So it's a little different.
It's very close. It's very close.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you. I'll have to try that one day then.
Yeah, you should really try that. It's a great feeling when you skate.
Okay. It looks beautiful. It looks exhilarating. It's just when I watch the Olympics or I watch ice skating competitions, it's graceful. It's beautiful. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
All right.
I think the only thing that is really different between roller skating and ice skating is that how you brake. So in ice skating, braking is something that is more complex, I believe.
Okay. All right. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. With roller skating, if you have the four wheels and they're like in a box shape, then you have your brake in the front. So you put your foot this way. But if you have just the roller blades, and I think it's in the back. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Igor. Great job. All right. All right, let's hear from, did we hear from Luigi? Did you tell us, Luigi? When do you like to exercise, Luigi?
I like to exercise early in the morning.
Good. Very good. I like how you added the word early. Very good. So what time do you like to exercise?
About 6 o'clock. 6:30.
Okay, so 6 or 6:30. Why so early?
Yes, that's why I used to wake up early, and it's not too hot here in Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, if I exercise at 10, after 10, it will be hot here. So early, better to us. 6, 7 o'clock, and then I go to the job. and I go to work.
Okay. Good. Okay, very good. Now, I typed something in the chat box for you. Okay, so I think you said, I used to wake up early. Okay, so there, instead of saying used to, okay, I would use the time adverb of frequency, right? Usually. I usually wake up early.
Okay,
Sorry,
thank you.
if I may. So there are no corrections to what I said?
Uh-huh.
That's great.
Great.
Oh, I didn't give you any corrections. Don't worry, we still have 40 minutes left in class.
Wow. Well,
Don't worry.
I will definitely mess something up. So no problem.
Okay, very good. All right, so, but let me show you when to use used to. Does anyone know when you use the expression used to?
You use it when you are not really doing it anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, okay, so let's get a couple of examples. Okay.
I used to go to school, but right now I'm not going there because I've come of age.
Okay, you've come of age. Okay, that's fine. You can say you've come of age. Okay, or you can simply say I graduated.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. All right, good. Let's see. Ahmed, are you back with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Good. Ahmed, tell me something that you used to do.
Something I used to do. Okay. Although kind of present simple. First I woke up in the morning very early, and I take a shower. No, I do my exercise.
Okay, stop there. Okay, now what you're telling me is what you usually do.
Yes.
Okay, so that's your habit. That's what you usually do. Okay,
Something I used to, but now I don't do it.
Yes,
Like,
that's it.
I quit it. Yeah. I used to read once. I used to travel. I used to I used to go to movies.
Okay.
All
right.
A lot of things.
Good. No, you're good. Good. So we at least have 3 things that you used to do. All right. So I just want everybody to see the difference. Okay. Used to is one thing. Okay. Something that you did in the past but you no longer do. Usually is what you are currently doing. You have a habit of doing. Okay. All right,
Yes.
very good. Excellent, excellent job. Nice job. All right, and there was something else. Okay, the expression, the earlier the better. Okay, so I think it was was it no, it was Luigi. Luigi? It was you that was telling us? Okay, good, yes. So that expression is the earlier the better. Okay, very good. All right. Let's see, Amaury. I just want to make sure that you understand that expression too. The earlier, the better. Is there something that you do early in the morning?
Earlier, to took my breakfast.
Okay, good. So do you take breakfast or do you eat breakfast?
Eat.
Okay, good. So you eat breakfast early. What time do you eat breakfast?
7 a.m.
Okay. All right, very good. So some people would say the earlier the better. Okay, so I eat breakfast early. The earlier the better. Okay, good. Excellent job, Amaury. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so I think we've heard from just about everybody. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? I don't think so. Okay, very good. So good. So we've talked about some healthy habits. We've talked about exercise as a verb. Now let's talk briefly about exercise as a noun. Okay, now I've heard a couple of people use an auxiliary verb with the word exercise. Okay, so I've seen make exercise. I've also seen practice exercise.
You just do exercise.
And I've also heard do exercise. Now, I'd like you to tell me which one is correct. Let me hear your thoughts.
Well, as I said, I think it's do exercise. And this is actually what I said when I was talking to you. and you did, you did,
I didn't
you,
correct you.
you didn't find any mistake in there, so I believe I was right.
Okay, all right. So you have deduced that it is do exercise. Okay, does anyone else have a different opinion? Okay. All right. Guys, let me give you something that will help you decide if it's do or make. Okay? When you make something, you usually have something tangible in your hand. Okay? So, for example, I can make a cake. Okay. I
Yeah.
can make a cake. Or what other things can we make? Give me some ideas. What other things
But
can you make?
making a decision is right.
Okay, good. So you actually don't have the decision in your hand. That's true. So that's actually an exception. Okay, so yes, that's really what's called a collocation. All right, so make usually goes with decisions. You don't do decisions, but you make them.
Okay.
That's right. That's a collocation, right? Okay, and so it's basically the same thing. Okay, usually the things that you make, you can tangibly see it in your hand. I can make dinner. I can make breakfast. Okay, there are some things that are not tangible, like noise. Okay, but that again is a collocation. All right, you make noise. All right,
Okay.
but when it comes to exercise, you simply do it. Okay, so you can say do exercise.
By the way, I believe it's possible to say to perform an exercise. Is it all right?
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, usually you will hear that in relationship to an exercise that you do in class. Not necessarily like a physical exercise, but if I were to give you some sentences on a piece of paper and ask you to fill in the blank, that's what's called an exercise. Right? So yeah, in that case, yes, you're right. But when we talk about like physical exercises like you do at the gym, you simply say I exercise. Okay? That's it. You can use it as a verb. Okay? Good. You also use do with specific types of exercises. For example, I can say do Pilates. I could say do, for those of you who like to do push-ups, or I can say do pull-ups. Okay, so there are certain specific exercises that you use the word do with. Oops, that should have been pull-ups. Okay, very good. Okay, excellent job. Are there any questions about that? Okay, if anybody still has a doubt or a question about it, just go ahead and ask it. Yeah, you can do squats. That's right. You can do laps. Okay, so if you're swimming in a pool and you're going from one end to another, that's called a lap. So you can do laps.
So do you do a somersault or do you perform a somersault?
You do somersaults, but you can also perform them. You could hear sports announcers at a gymnastics meet or match could say she just performed a wonderful or a beautiful somersault. Right? So you can do it or you can perform it. Yeah, but usually if you use perform, it's used in connection with some type of performance. So you don't really perform push-ups, right? That's not a performance. That's just something that you do.
That's true.
Okay, good. Excellent job. Excellent job. All right. All right, let's move on to diet. Okay, so a few of you mentioned some things about your diet. Okay, when we talk about diet, all we mean is just whatever you eat. That is your diet. So you could have a healthy diet or you could have an unhealthy diet. Okay, very good. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I think someone told me that they mentioned low carbs. Who mentioned low carbs?
I did, yes.
All right, that was, I'm sorry, who said I did?
Luigi.
Okay, Luigi. Okay, so Luigi, tell us a little bit more about your diet.
Yes, my diet. In fact, I really don't have a. I'm not on a diet in this time, but as I know, eating low carb foods, less sugar, is great for our health.
Okay, all right, good. Uh-huh. I'm just making a note. Hold on a second. Versus health. All right, beautiful. Okay, now I want to show you the difference. Okay, now there's a difference between being on a diet, and your diet. Okay, those two things are different. Okay, so what does it mean to be on a diet? What does that mean?
Yes, I'm with restricted foods. I'm following a plan of eating something specific, like
Yeah.
don't eat sugar, like eat less meal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Or flour, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Yes, maybe a restricted diet.
Okay, good. So you're on a restricted diet. Okay, very good. So there are certain things that you can eat, and there are certain things that you cannot eat, or you should
Yes,
not eat.
that's true.
Okay,
And your diet is what you eat, what you choose to eat.
that's right. Exactly. All right, so those two things are very different. Okay, very good. So those things are different. All right. Okay, something else you mentioned. Okay, you said you said that something is good for your healthy. Okay, do we need to say there, do we need to say that it's good for your healthy or good for your health?
Health. Okay.
Right, your health. So here's the difference. Health is a noun, right? And healthy, what part of speech is healthy? Anybody want to tell me? Is it a noun? Is it a
Healthy,
pronoun?
like
Is it an
healthy people.
adjective?
It's an wow.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the word.
Okay, is it a noun, an adjective, a
Adjective.
pronoun? Yeah, good. There you go. All right, it's an adjective. Right. Good. So your health, and then you can also say you are healthy. Good. All right, very good. Luigi, do you think that you are a healthy person?
Maybe I can say I'm a healthy person.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So you feel like you're a healthy person. All right, very good. All right, I want to hear from Ahmed. Ahmed, tell me about your diet. Okay, let me see. Maybe Ahmed stepped away. Ahmed, are you still with us? Okay. Okay, I think maybe he stepped away. All right, good. Let's hear from Claudio. Claudio, tell us about your diet.
My diet on the breakfast is with a lot of protein and carbon,
Mm-hmm.
and on the lunch a lot of carbon because after I will go to the gym, and on the dinner only meat and vegetable.
Okay, all right, good. So you
Low carb.
okay, low carbs. Okay, good. So low carbs or low carbohydrates. Good, good. All right. Now, you told us what you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Very good. All right. But you had a preposition that snuck in there that shouldn't be there. All right. So here it is. Do you say on breakfast or should that
Yes.
be for breakfast?
For breakfast. For breakfast. Yes.
Very good. That sneaky little on. He just got in there. You got to
Mm.
kick him out. All right, that's 4. We want our 4
For
to be
yes.
in there. Good. So 4 breakfast, 4 lunch, and 4 dinner.
Yes. Sometimes confused.
Okay, good. Excellent job. Okay, you used some good vocabulary in your description. Nice. Nice job. All right, good. All right, let's go to Igor. Igor, tell us a little bit about your diet.
Well, this is really complicated. I don't really know the names of the food that they eat, but well, I can just talk about it generally. Well, I have to confess, I eat a lot of meat, and I think this is because I play hockey very much, and that's why I need to compensate for the energy that I spend when I play hockey. So I need meat because it's the most energetic thing you can eat. And well, other than that, I also like fruit, like bananas, apples, uh, well, grapes. I really like grapes.
Yeah.
And I like to eat soups. My girlfriend cook a lot of kind of soups, and
Okay.
I think that soups are, they're a part of the Russian culture. We eat a lot of,
Mhm.
and they're also considered to be healthy. This is a healthy thing to eat them.
Okay. All right. Tell us about your favorite soup.
Well, maybe we've heard about it, and I think even in English it's called borscht.
Borscht. Uh-huh. Yeah, I've heard of it before, yes. But I
Yeah.
don't remember what's in it.
Well, some cabbage,
Uh-huh.
some meat, uh,
Mhm.
some potatoes, some carrots,
Mhm.
and it's all cooked together, boiled for
Okay.
about I think 15 minutes.
Okay.
It
All
makes a
right.
great bouillon.
It makes it great.
I don't know how bouillon. Do you have this word?
Oh, bouillon. Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. In my culture as well, especially when it gets cold outside, and right now it's getting cold in the States. People do tend to eat lots of soups and chowders. Mhm.
Well, they say
Yeah.
that eating soup it helps your digestive system.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because it's warm, right?
Well, because it's not so tangible. It's more like,
It's
like
more
fluid.
liquid. Yeah. Yeah, okay, good. Excellent, excellent. Okay, guys, let's move on. Okay, we're going to talk about another healthy habit, and a couple of you mentioned sleep. All right, very good. Now, I'm going to ask a question, and I'd like you to see if you can tell me the difference. All right, what is the difference between sleep and rest? Difference, or are they the same?
I think the difference is blatant. When you sleep, and when you rest, you don't sleep. You
You
just
rest, you don't sleep.
you're just trying to to catch some time doing nothing or just lying
Right.
around not sleeping, maybe like that. Well,
Okay.
there are a lot of kinds of resting, but usually it's just lying around doing nothing.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Go ahead, Claudio. You have a thought there?
Maybe rest when you for a few little minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So when you rest, you do it for a shorter period of time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Any other ideas? Luigi, do you have an idea? What's the difference between sleep and rest?
No, I don't have any idea what the
Okay.
difference.
Okay. All right, very good. So from what your classmates have told me, rest just means that it's when you're not doing much. I don't want to say anything. Well, you could say anything. When you're not doing anything. Okay, so it just refers to inactivity. Inactivity. That means you're just resting. All right. Sleep is different. Sleep is when you disconnect from everything, and you can, I guess you can dream, but you're not aware of really what's going on around you. Okay. When you rest, you tend to be aware of the things that are around you. Okay, very good. Now let's talk about, here's a question for you. Let's talk about how much rest and how much sleep you get every day. So here I'm going to type the questions here. How much rest do you get every day?
Sorry, I just checked the definition of rest in my dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that it might be sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
but not always, you know. It doesn't imply sleeping, but it can be sleeping.
Yes, right, because remember we said that rest implies inactivity, right? And so when you're sleeping, that is a period of inactivity, but it's really more of a profound inactivity, right? So sometimes in the morning, people will ask each other, sometimes they'll say, well, how did you sleep? Or someone will say, did you rest well? Okay, so that means, so if you did rest well, that means you wake up and you feel refreshed. But if you did not rest well, you may wake up and you may still be tired. Okay, so you slept, but you know, maybe your sleep was broken. Okay, if you have a baby, right, then you're waking up often, so you may not rest well. Okay, you might get periods of sleep, but you might not rest well, so you wake up tired.
We can use a nap.
Nap.
A nap, yes,
Nap,
yes.
yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, so tell us about that. What is a nap?
When I I rest for little minutes, or when I'm tired, I'm going to take a nap, and after a nap, I'm very refreshed and full of energy.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, that's very good. Now, I don't know about you all, but when I was a little girl, I hated taking naps. I hated it. Whenever my mom would say, Carissa, it's time to take a nap, you know, I'd go, oh, I hated taking naps.
Now, do you want to take always the naps?
Yes, I love naps now. Love them.
Teacher, I can relate. I didn't like taking naps when I was a child, but right now I appreciate every opportunity to take a nap when I have one.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is because when you're a child, you get a lot of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You're really fresh all day.
I think you just have more energy when you're a child. You have less concerns and less things to do, you know. But when you're an adult, it's different. It's very different. Yes, very good.
Yeah,
yes.
I agree with both.
Yep. Good. Luigi, what about you? Do you take naps?
Every time it's possible, I take naps because I love it too.
All right, good. So,
yeah, but I have a question.
Whenever I can.
Yeah, when I take a nap, I'm taking a rest. Am I taking a rest or am I sleeping?
Well, that depends. That depends, right? A nap usually does mean that you are asleep. Okay, it usually does mean that you're asleep. So when you take a nap, you go to sleep, right? But you could also say, I could also say, I need to rest, or I'm going to rest a while. Okay, and in that sense, it means basically the same as taking a nap. Okay, although you may sleep, but you may not. Okay, you just may go someplace and do nothing and try to mentally do nothing. Right, so that's the difference. Do you see what I mean, Luigi?
Yes, I had a connection problem.
Ah, okay. All right,
Um,
very good. Good. So that's right. So good. So again, here's your collocation. Now, when I say collocation, that just means words that go together. All right. So you take a nap, right? That goes together. You always see it that way. Okay. All right. Very good. So I need to take a nap. Good. You can also take a rest. Now, some people say that some people take a cat nap. Has anyone ever heard of a cat nap?
no, the meaning is the same.
Yeah, it just basically means a short nap.
Yeah, okay.
Because a nap doesn't have to be necessarily a short one. Okay, sometimes, I have laid down to take a nap, and I took a 2-hour nap. Now, to me, that's not a short nap. That's a long nap. All right, but a cat nap and a power nap they run neck and neck. It's about the same. Sometimes people say at work they may have 30 minutes to eat lunch, so they may take 15 minutes to eat lunch, and they may take a 5 or 10-minute power nap. Okay, well, that just means
Yes.
it's just a very short nap. They wake up, you feeling refreshed, and they keep working.
It looks like you spend much more time trying to actually fall to sleep.
Yes. Sometimes it's hard to fall asleep. Okay, I'm going to put that here. To fall asleep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Did I
it's
say fall
sometimes,
to sleep?
yes.
I don't know why.
And like in my mind, I'm visual, so I just imagine someone actually falling. Falling to sleep, right? Yeah, but you fall asleep. Yeah. So Igor, do you have a hard time falling asleep?
Well, it depends, really. But usually I just fall asleep after just in a 5 or 10 minutes, I believe, because I'm so tired when I go to sleep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and sometimes people say, I was so tired that I could not sleep.
Well, I don't believe that's true. You can be.
I've experienced it.
I think it's
I don't know why that is.
I think it's quite the opposite, I believe. You can't
Yeah.
really fall asleep if you are well rested.
Mm, well, I guess so, because that means you're probably relaxed, so you probably could have an easier time falling asleep. Yeah. All right. Good. Good. Let's see. Let me check back in with Claudio. Claudio, what do you do when you have a hard time falling asleep?
Nice question. When I don't fall asleep,
Can't? You can say can't when I can't fall asleep.
when I can't fall asleep, I go to take. I don't know. I say in English chamomile.
Chamomile. That's it. I drink chamomile
Yes,
tea.
chamomile. Yes, yes.
Okay. Does it help?
Yes, yes. After chamomile, I fall asleep very well.
Okay, good.
But sometime after work, I fall asleep immediately.
Yeah, you're so tired.
Yes.
All right, very good. So chamomile tea works for you. Very good. All right. I want to check in with Luigi. Luigi, what do you do if you have a hard time falling asleep?
When I have a hard time falling asleep, I use the same trick as Claudio. Claudio, yes. I prepare a chamomile tea, and listen to a calm music, and try to relax.
Ah, very good. So you said that you listen to calm Music. What kind of music? Is it classical music? Is it instrumental music?
New Age, sometimes classical, but I usually listen to New Age music, instrumental music.
Mhm. Okay, very good. Excellent.
Listen,
Claudio? Yeah.
listen our singer like Gigi D'Alessio and you fall asleep immediately.
What?
To who? What did you say?
You can listen the Italian singer
Ah.
Gigi D'Alessio and you fall
Gigi
asleep
D'Alessio.
immediately.
Really? Why is
Yes.
that? I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that artist. Why is that? Does she? It's a woman or it's a man?
It's man. It's man,
Okay.
and he is very boring when he sing.
Okay. Yeah, listening to something boring will usually do the trick.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Okay. Igor, did you tell us what do you do when you can't fall asleep?
Well, they say that counting ships can be a really good thing to fall asleep. And
Uh-huh.
I actually tried this once, and it was really boring, but I couldn't fall asleep anyway. So
Yeah.
over time, I discovered my own remedy for this insomnia. So I just, turn on the TV and
Mhm.
watch some kind of a stupid show where you don't really need to think. So
Mhm.
I just try to, to get all the things off my mind. And
Okay.
I spent like 30 minutes watching story on the TV. And after that, I just turn it off, and I can fall
Uh,
asleep really well after that.
okay. All right. So watch a boring show that you don't have to think. You can just vegetate.
Yes.
Right. Just vegetate until you fall asleep. All right. Good. Good. All right. Very good. All right, guys. So let's just briefly just mention how many hours of sleep you get each night. Luigi, how many hours of sleep do you get?
I usually sleep 7, 8 hours.
Okay, very good. Good. Okay, good, good. So I like how you said that, and this is how you can end that. I'm going to type it here. I usually sleep 7 or 8 hours a night, or you can say a night. Okay?
Okay.
Can you say a day?
8 hours. If
And
if if you're talking about work, so I could say I work 8 hours a day. Yeah, but sleep is usually at night unless you work third shift. So
well,
usually you say it's 8 hours a night.
well, I thought that a day had a definition of 24 hours a day.
No,
So there
no,
is no.
no. A day can mean different periods of time. Okay, but when you're talking about frequency, okay, you usually say hours a day, or times a day. So for example, if you're talking about exercise, you could say I exercise once a day. Okay, so that just means one time every day. Okay, once a day. Or if you're talking about work, right? So I work 8 hours a day.
Well, I understand because it really happens in the daytime, but when you're talking about sleep, so it's just at night.
Yeah, usually yes. Mhm.
I see. That's a nice thing to know. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Very good. Very good. All right, good. All right, Claudio, how many hours of sleep do you get a night?
I sleep about 6 hours a night.
Okay, so
I,
6 or 7 hours a night?
yes.
Okay.
I can say for night. No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
There is where you put a night.
A night. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
can I say per night?
You sleep 8 hours per night?
Yes.
8
Per night.
hours per night. It
Oh.
sounds strange.
I see.
Like, so I'm gonna say no to that. Like, I haven't heard anyone say I sleep 8 hours per night. Usually you simply say a night. Now, it could just be a regional or a cultural difference, but in my region, we don't really say per night.
Well, I've never heard this before too. I just asked.
Hmm.
Because sometimes you can say, I do that 3 hours per day or just a day.
Yeah. Yeah, usually you will hear a day or a night.
Yeah, I got that feeling that saying per something is a little bit, fancy.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not offensive, no. But you know
Fancy,
what?
not offensive, fancy.
Oh, pensive. Mm.
No,
Okay,
no. I've never said offensive. I said fancy, fancy.
Oh, fancy.
Yes.
Okay, got you. Understand. Fancy. Okay, good. You know what, Igor? I'm gonna include that in a lesson, so look out for that. We're gonna talk about per. Okay, very good. All right,
That's great.
I want to review just briefly some vocabulary that we got in class today. Okay, so we talked about exercise. All right, now we used exercise as a noun and as a verb. Okay, so let's just review that quickly. What did we learn about using exercise as a verb? Luigi, can you tell me? Can you give me a sentence using exercise as a verb?
Okay, I exercise almost every day.
Beautiful. That's great. Okay, Igor, can you give me a sentence using exercise as a noun?
I do a lot of exercise.
Okay, I did or I do a lot of exercise. Beautiful. Nice job. Okay, so Claudio, if I say that I am on a diet, what do I mean?
You are in the right healthy way.
Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to lose weight. And what does that mean about my food? If I'm on a diet, can I eat everything? Anything I want?
No, you are in the less carbon.
All right, so maybe my diet is that I have to eat less carbohydrates. Okay, so let's say I have food restrictions,
Yes.
or I have to eat certain kinds of food. All right, so that means that I am on a diet. All right, very good. Okay, Igor, can you have a good diet and a bad diet?
Well, I believe you can.
Yeah, you can. Very good. Excellent, excellent job. All right, very good. Now, do we say that we eat eggs on breakfast?
For breakfast.
Beautiful. It's for breakfast. All right, so do I exercise at morning? Is that right?
In the morning.
Good, in the morning. All right, when do I use at?
For dark part of the of the day.
At night.
Yeah, good. At night. Very good. All right. And then how do I finish this sentence? I sleep 8 hours for night. Is that correct?
And I
No.
A night. That's right. That's okay. It's not right to say it. Okay. Very good. Okay, good. All right. Well, does anyone have any questions from the lesson that we did today?
No, it was a really fun lesson. Thank you for this lesson. I've learned a lot of things, and it was a great lesson. Thank you very much.
Good. I'm happy you enjoyed the lesson tonight, Igor. Thanks for that feedback.
Yes,
All
I
right.
agree. I agree with Igor.
Good. Thank you, Claudio. Thanks for your participation. You did an excellent job today. So hopefully some of the things we talked about, some of the corrections that were made will be helpful to you when you use those sentence structures in the future. All right, so Luigi, Igor, Claudio, and Ahmed, thank you for being in class and for your participation. For those of you who are at home viewing, thanks very much for viewing. Hopefully we'll have you participating soon.
When do you have another class?
Let's see. I have another class on, I'm going to tell you right now.
Next year.
Friday.
Probably next year.
Well, maybe next year. Yeah, so this Friday at 8 o'clock and at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
All right. So see you all soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for your help, Carissa.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, Carissa.
Bye-bye.